A few days ago, God spoke to me through the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. And I had a few revelations, but two things that I want you guys to remember is number one, don't look back. When God tells you, move forward, keep walking, don't go back to your old ways. Please be obedient to him because you don't know what he has waiting for you on the other side. But if you keep going back, you're just slowing him down. You're just slowing down your access to the promised land. All right. Number two, be careful of where you consider home for you and for your family. Because Lot was living on a sinful land, right? He was living on a sinful land and God was trying to remove him from there. And when you look at that situation that happened when those men came knocking on the door, and please go read the Bible, okay? Go read that story. But when those men came knocking at his door, what he considered a better decision is to offer his daughters to those men, to offer his own daughters. You are a parent. If God gave you children, already that is a big blessing. It's a blessing to be a parent. It's a blessing to be able to carry those children, to raise those children. But remember, those children are God's children before everything. They are his children, and then they are your children. So after him, you are supposed to protect them. You are supposed to raise them in a way that you know that your bloodline is going to carry blessings and not curses. But he made that decision at that moment, and we already see his views on his children. And after a few moments, after the got removed from that sinful land, right? His daughters were showing lack of faith, were showing bad behavior, and all of that because instead of looking up to God, they look at their own strength. They look at their temporary situation. God had removed them from that sinful land and placed them in a temporary location, telling them that this is not the final destination, but I need you guys to stay here for a little bit. But instead of trusting God and hoping that God and praying and fasting and doing what they needed to do to be able to just be patient in that temporary season, they decided to take control and do things their own ways. And what did that do is open the door to the devil, not only for them, but for their own children and for the generation and the bloodline that was going to continue. So please, what I'm telling you today is be careful. You are in a current situation, don't look back. You got out of there, do not look back. Even if right now it seems like, oh, things are worse than what they were back then, don't look back. And be careful. When God tells you this is not your home, be quick to move. And be quick to wait and see where God leads you.